Good morning, gamers. So this is a new save profile. Let's have some fun. Okay, so it has been several years since I've played through this game. I played it when it first came out, then played through the DLC when that came out, and that's pretty much been it. So this is going to be kind of a semi-blind playthrough for me. It's been so long since I've done it. Oh, it's Q-Fant. Oh, I forgot it was Q-Fant at the beginning here. I know this game gets a lot of flack, or at least it did when it first came out, but I overall think this was a great game. I think Pokemon did a great job with this game overall, and I think it set the precedent for future games going forward. Oh, they do show the Dynamax evolution. Okay. I didn't think they did at the beginning here. I thought they saved that for like a spoiler later. No going into the forest. Well, you know we're gonna go into the forest. It's gonna happen. Don't you know you're not supposed to go into the woods, Wooloo? Forgot you start off in such a small town, and I think they did a really good job of making the town feel small, but also not too far disconnected from other things around you. Like the rest of the town is right over there. Why does he have a Wooloo and we don't? We're living in the same town. We're best friends. You'd think that your character would have something at this point. I know they can't for the sake of the story and giving you a Pokemon that you get to grow with, but give us something. We're in the same area as this other character who already has a Pokemon, whose brother is a Pokemon champion. It makes sense that we should have something. Yeah, the Pokemon can be strong too, like Rock type against the Charizard. Ever thought about that? Other people in the region? Grown exactly 1.25 inches since the last time I saw you. I can't help but wonder how accurate that is. Did he actually grow 1.25 inches and Leon is just... Oh, okay, he says bingo. Okay, so apparently that is an accurate number. So here's how I usually do the starter choices in a Nuzlocke. I roll a die. I just roll a die to determine which one I'm going to be using. I don't have a die at my desk right now, unfortunately, but I do have an app. So in this case, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2, 3, or 1 and 2 equals Grookey, 2 and 4, or wow, 1 and 2 equals Grookey, 3 and 4 equals Scorbunny, and 5 and 6 equals Sobble? Is that his name? I don't know if I've ever paid attention to that Pokemon before. And the result is 6, so we're going to be going with a water type today, so I guess I'm going to be a little bit more familiar with it than I've been in the past. We're going to go Bob. Bob the Sobble. Oh, I forgot about this whole barbecue scene. That's fun. He has a lot of food in his hands there. Oh, wait, Hop has 2 Pokemon? Oh, he has the Wooloo, that's right. Thoughts on Hop Rival. I know Hop got a lot of flack as a rival, but I don't remember him being that bad or that annoying. Maybe I'll have a different experience here this time around, having, played a bunch more. We've had new games released since then. Who knows? But I'm still not seeing anything particularly bad, other than just an overly energetic kid wanting to prove himself to his older brother. That's the story arc that I'm kind of seeing. Okay, and that's the first battle done. They gave us 2 whole levels in the first battle. It's interesting. It's been so long since I've played this game, I don't even remember how you gain access to the Dynamax mechanic. I feel like there's something that happens early on in the story, but I just don't remember what that is. I forgot about the professors in this region. I remembered Leon, but I forgot about the professor team. I don't even remember their names. So, when it comes to encounter rules, thanks for asking. This is standard Nuzlocke rules, 1 encounter per area, so that's going to be the same. When it comes to the open area, I'm going to be doing 1 encounter per named area in the open region. I'm not going to be hand-picking encounters. So when it comes to any routes or the open areas, I'm going to go into the grass, and I'm going to find an exclamation mark showing me that a Pokemon is going to be coming at me, and I'm going to use that as my encounter. No, there will be no overworld encounters. I'm going to keep everything to the randomized list within the grass itself. I feel like overworld encounters, like it, when I did a Nuzlocke on Scarlet, for example, that's entirely overworld. There is no grass. There is no random encounters. I know some people will go in blindly and just like hold the button until they run into something. I don't want to do that. I would rather just let it be random as much as possible. So I would actually pull up a list of all of the encounters in that area. Thank you, Sarah B. and Bulbapedia, for putting those things together. And then I would say, okay, random number generator, I have 30 different possibilities. Let's just roll a die and see what happens. Okay, number 21. Great. Number 21 on this list is, and then whatever the Pokemon happen to be. This game, however, was an introduction to open world, and so they still had some randomized encounters built in. And so I'm going to be utilizing that for this game. I actually really like the music in this generation. I overall think this was a really good transition for Pokemon into the Switch. I think they did a great job with it. The overworld was an interesting new concept. So this was actually a really good implementation of Pokemon into the Switch era. Have you Nuzlocked before? I haven't played since Ultra Sun. I'm seeing a playthrough of this game for the first time. Oh, okay. Well, I'm hoping this is a good experience for you. I have Nuzlocked before. I've Nuzlocked plenty of times. But most of the Nuzlocks that I've done have been vanilla games. The ones that I've done the most include the Gen 3 games, which I'm sure pretty much anybody on YouTube or Twitch can probably say the same. Leaf Green was a favorite game of mine growing up, so that one I've replayed a lot as a Nuzlocke. I've done a Nuzlocke in every generation except Gen 7. That's the only one that I haven't done. I actually was off doing some stuff for work at the time, so I kind of missed the Gen 7 hype when it was out. I know nothing about Z crystals. I really know nothing about Gen 7 as a whole. So that's the only one I have not done. And I have to at some point. I just haven't. I actually just recently beat another Leaf Green Nuzlocke. But I posted that one all over my Instagram page. So if you want to see that journey, check it out. I actually have a couple videos for the Elite Four battles that are going to be coming out soon. I'm in the middle of editing those right now. So I'm hoping to have those out soon. Thank you guys so much for the follows. This is... that actually means so much to me. I've only been streaming for actually exactly 30 minutes now. And this is the first stream I've ever had. You have no idea how much it means to me just to get that follow. So thank you so much. It means so much to me. I forgot the whole reason for going into the woods was to get the Wooloo. Like, okay, kid logic here. Kid protagonist logic. Why would you not get your champion brother who just came back into town to go hunt down this Pokemon that wandered into the woods? Why would you go yourself? You were just told by your parents not to go into the slumbering weld, yet you did anyway. Like, come on. Okay, so Caterpie is our first encounter for this game. We're just going to throw a Pokeball. I'm not going to risk it with the first encounter. We're just going to go for it. This Caterpie is going to be named Steve. Steve the Caterpie. And here's the Gen 8 Pokemon Centers. I've always loved the Pokemon Center music. In each generation, I don't care what generation it is, there's always something, I guess familiar is the word I'm looking for. There's always something familiar about the Pokemon Center music. They do a great job of making it new for each generation, but then keeping it so you recognize it. Whenever you get the chance to go to a shop, buy antidotes. I don't care if you think you won't need them, buy several antidotes. They will come in more handy than you realize. These other ones, I actually never really worry about. I guess I'll buy a couple for today just to make sure I have them. But Nuzlocke tip, buy antidotes the first opportunity you get, because the last thing you need is to die because of poison. I don't think they actually have
overworld poison in this game, but I'm not going to mess around with it just in case. You can customize outfits and stuff in this game, can't you? I do not use items in battle, but if I leave a battle and a Pokemon is paralyzed or poisoned or something like that, I will be using it at that point because I would just rather not mess with it. Part of playing a Nuzlocke is controlling everything that you can. So if you can prevent a condition from affecting you when you go into the next battle, do it. That's part of the strategy of Nuzlockes. We're going to go back and do some shopping. We're going to look at some outfits. I don't know how much money I have to get outfits, but I did just pick up a revive that I can sell, so that'll get me at least a little bit more. Arcanine art. Arcanine is... oh, that is expensive. Arcanine is one of my favorite Pokemon. He's on my list. 30,000 is an absolute ripoff for that t-shirt. Like, that's just a straight-up scam. There's no question there. I just feel like the shoes look like clown shoes. I don't know how to feel about that. This is the outfit we're going with. I'll set out to order out 2 encounter. Dude is too poor to buy an Arcanine shirt. Okay, it's 30,000 Poké Dollars. You start the game with 30,000, and like I mentioned earlier, I needed some antidotes for a safety strategy, so I was not going to have enough for that Arcanine shirt. But tell you what, I will make a note, and I will buy it and wear it to the Galar Championship. How's that? Is that doable? As long as I can make it there, we'll do that. Okay, so here's our encounter. Like I said, these are all going to be randomized. What is that? I do not remember this guy at all. I don't know how to feel about this guy. I'm going to swap just so he doesn't accidentally kill Caterpie on like a critical hit or something. I have no idea what he's capable of. I'm assuming not much, but I'm not going to push it. We're just going to go straight for the Pokeball. Leon just gave us 20 of them, so we're going to keep it simple here. Early game encounters, just another Nuzlocke tip, just throw the Pokeball. Don't risk accidentally knocking somebody out. These early encounters are crucial for being able to play the game well. Let's go. First try, right? Oh, I just realized. Guys, Bob is a female. I don't think Bob is traditionally a female name. I did not expect the starter to be a female. There's such a small chance for that. So I apologize to all females and all Bobs that I totally just assumed the gender. That is my bad. I might have to see if I can change that. I've heard of Orbeetle. I feel like I've seen it in VGC occasionally, the video game competition. But until he gets torched. Yeah, he's still a bug. He's going to light on fire pretty quick. So I think I might have to see what I can do with Orbeetle. When does he evolve? I literally know nothing about this Pokemon. Level 10 to Dottler, and then level 30 to Orbeetle. Okay, so I'm going to at least have access to a Dottler prior to the first gym, and that's a grass gym, so Bug is actually pretty decent going into that one. Let's go with Keith. Keith sounds good to me. It can be a dual screen setter. Ooh, okay, I like that. Cool. I'm actually going to have to pay attention to this guy because, like I said, I have no idea what Blipbug does. I know you guys are throwing around Orbeetle, how he's a monster. I've never played with him, so that's actually going to be a new fun one to play around with. He should be fine. I actually didn't see how much damage he did in the first hit. I swapped him in. Oh, yeah, we're golden. Okay, I have not been paying attention. I probably even got a critical hit in there, and that made me worried. For the sake of leveling, I am going to try to hit trainer battles as they come, but I'm also going to be keeping levels in mind. This is a hardcore Nuzlocke. If I over-level a Pokemon compared to the next gym leader's level, I cannot use that Pokemon. It's a hard no. So, like, Sobble right now, he's level 8. She's level 8. I'm so sorry. And there's only 21 more experience before Sobble levels up. So any battle I do is going to level her up. I think Bug against Bug is not very effective. Oh no, it's neutral, and that did a lot more than I thought it would. So I can take one more as a critical and I'd be just fine before I need to swap, so we're going to do that. It's level 5, same as mine, so I know the only move it has is Struggle Bug. Alright, Bob, come on out. Let's finish this up, and then I will keep you in the back just in case I need you, but I'll try not to use you. The way I'm ruling it is rival battles are fine, trainer battles are fine if I happen to be over-leveled. I'm going to try to avoid it if I can, but if it happens, it happens. Only so much I can do. Female gunslinger here, Canadian-born outlaw of the American Old West. She committed one of the last recorded stagecoach robberies in the United States. Okay, I can get behind that. Sava will be committing crimes left and right. They have a shot against Wooloo, but I'm going to get them up to level 7 just to see what they can do, but this is early game. I'm just going to go to Sobble as needed. I didn't plan for today to be a super long stream. More than anything else, this is just kind of it's kind of a test stream for me. Make sure everything's working well, make sure I have no technical issues, and just get started on the run. So I'm going to go up until the end of the hop fight, and then any related cutscenes, and then we're going to be good after that. Tell you what, Onion, we're early enough here, and as my third follower, since we've now established that, I will give you the chance to follow or to rename the Blip Bug here. So be thinking of a name and throw it in the chat there. He's our third encounter, so okay, you almost lost that opportunity. I was not paying attention, which is one of the biggest killers when it comes to Nuzlocks. My God, that was close. This Squovet is almost dead. I just had about a heart attack. Okay, we will not be dead to crit, but I don't think I'll be able to do much damage here, so I will swap to Sobble to finish it off. That was almost very unfortunate. I will have to pay more attention to that going forward. Sobble, I am so sorry to have misnamed you before. The new name will be Pearl, for Pearl Heart. There's Magnolia. That's the other professor we were waiting for. Oh, I forgot you needed endorsements in this region. Like, you actually have to have somebody who endorses you to compete in the championship league. So now I think we just go out here. Second rival battle. His Pokemon should be level 8. I'm okay with that. Worst case scenario, I have Sobble that can come in, Pearl that can come in the back. Somebody asked me for my thoughts on Hop earlier. He still just seems like an outgoing dude that wants to prove himself to his older brother. Obviously, we know that doesn't work because we beat him. He's got 3 Pokemon. Okay, he's got a Wooloo, he's got the Scorbunny. I don't remember what the third one would be. Maybe a Thievul? No, but it's going to be one of the early encounters. Oh, Rookity. He has a Corviknight later on, doesn't he? So it's going to be Rookity. That's going to be interesting. Then let it be named Colt. Got it. Colt it is. I'll go back and change that before I end the stream today. So we're just going to go straight to Sobble and see how that goes. I will say, him having 3 Pokemon here is actually much more challenging than I expected it to be. Like, just the sheer number of 3 makes it harder for something like a Nuzlocke. For a casual playthrough, not a problem at all, but a Nuzlocke, that completely changes it. Why would you send in Scorbunny next? Is it programmed to do that? Like, is this set? Because that doesn't make any sense. AI should have sent in a normal battle, it would have sent in whatever the other Pokemon is, unless it's also weak to water. On this particular instance, I will definitely agree, Hop is not the brightest of the bunch with this battle. Rookity, I was right, I called it. That did a lot more than oh, it's level 5. Okay, that makes more sense then. Even though it's level 5, that critical hit very well could have knocked out one of the other bugs. So, good thing I did not have them in. I think this battle might be programmed to send out the starter second, because that doesn't make any sense to me. I can give you both an endorsement. Oh, you can endorse more than one. Okay. Still poor to buy that shirt. Oh boy, that shirt is just not going to die, is it? Oh, this is how the Dynamax mechanic works. That's right. A wishing star. Lore-wise, Magnolia's the one who actually discovered Dynamax stuff, isn't she? Like, she's the whole reason it exists. And there it is. Dynamax banned. As far as Dynamax is concerned, I haven't actually decided whether I should be using Dynamax in this run or not. I feel like for most battles, it's a little bit too gimmicky and too powerful for just a standard run through. But this is a Nuzlocke after all. I'm sticking to hard level caps. I'm not using items in battle. I'm thinking I am going to use Dynamax, but I might set a restriction. I haven't quite settled on it yet, but I might set a restriction that I can only do it on my opponent's last Pokemon when they would normally Dynamax. So both of them can be maxed at the same time. Because you could set it up in this game, if I remember correctly, you could set it up so like your opponent only has 3 Pokemon left, you have a Pokemon that can sweep through the rest of the team, so you Dynamax yours, and then for those 3 turns that it's maxed, you just clear out the rest of their team, no problem. I don't want to do that. I want it to be fun and entertaining. We're going to rename Keith. We're going to name him Colt. Unfortunately, I do not have enough yet to get the Arcanine shirt. But I'll make a deal with you. You guys give me follows on my other pages, and I will make it a plan that the next opportunity I have, that I have 30,000 that I can spend, I will buy the Arcanine shirt. So if you guys can do that for me, then we'll make that a plan. We've got our team here. Steve, now Colt and Pearl have both been renamed. That'll be fun to incorporate into a video eventually. But thank you, everybody, for coming and joining me today. This has been an absolute pleasure, and I am looking forward to seeing you guys within a couple weeks when I stream next. Give me a follow, and you'll see when that is.